welcome to North Clackamas School District. This is a video overview for new teachers that have come to North Clackamas School District for the orientation. We have created a customized website that all teachers and certified staff can use as a base website template. You certainly can edit and change this as need be, but the very front page does need to have some specific criteria. You also can create your own websites later on, but we do need to make sure that this is available for your students and parents as well as the rest of the community. So you're going to log into your North Clackamas School District. You have a username. This is your email address, and then you're going to put in your password. Once you've done that, it's going to either take you to Drive or your mail, and you're going to notice up here that there are different apps, and of course I can move these in any sort of order that I want, but you should see something that's called Sites. When you go to Sites, you may see this older version, you may not. If you do see this older version, you do need to click on the new Google Sites. If you don't see that, you will generally come to something that looks like this, and I have a lot of websites, and so what you want to do is go to Owned by Me. When you go to Owned by Me, you should see something that looks like this. And when you click on it, it will open it up. Now that we are in your website, we're going to show you how to edit it and change it. And the first thing you're going to do, since this is a template, is you're going to click in here, and you notice that it's blue, and I can just highlight or I can delete whatever's in here. And I want to title this my last name, so Miss Gertenrich-Dwyer. And I also want to change this. This is the title of my website. So the difference between these two is this is the file that you find in your Google Drive. This is the name of your website that will appear when it's published. So when I click down here, I'm just going to get rid of this. I'm highlighting it, and I'm going to put in the same thing. And I can even say, website if I want to here. It doesn't really matter. And you can do the same up here. The next thing we need to do is just change some of this information that's very generic. When we click right here, you can see this is blue. And if I take my mouse and I just highlight this, I can just drag across this. You really want to put what you do. So if I'm a first grade teacher, I might want to say first grade teacher. If I am a health teacher, I might want to say health teacher. If I do health and biology, I might want to say health and biology teacher. So you're just going to type that information in here. And then this one is a link, and you can see that there's this little edit button. It says replace this with the name of your school linked to its website. So here's a little tip. If you click on this, there's a redirect. And when you click on that very top one, it's going to take you to a specific school. At North Clackamas, if you click right here and find the school that you teach at, so if I teach at Oregon Trail Elementary, I would click on it. It's going to take us there, and so I'm going to go ahead and click on this. I'm going to copy that. So I went Edit, Copy, and then I have to look for my website. So there it is. Here's my website. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to that link, and I'm going to replace the text here. I'm going to highlight it and write Oregon Trail Elementary School. And then down here, I'm going to get rid of this because this is raw. So I'm going to delete it by pressing the delete key, and I'm going to go Edit, Paste. And this is Oregon Trail's website, so I'm going to apply it. So now when I click on Oregon Trail Elementary School, I can click right here and redirect, and it takes me there. Now after you've tested that, go to North Clackamas, and you're going to click on this, and you're going to go up here and you're going to copy this. So you're going to go Edit, Copy. You're going to go back to your website, and you're going to click here and go Edit, and you're going to highlight it, delete it, and paste North Clackamas. So we're just going to put it right in there. So now when I click on this and I click on this, it will take me to North Clackamas. I can again get back to my website by going up here. So basically all you've done is you've changed some text, you've made some links that are unique to your school, And then you're going to put in your contact information. If you know what your email address is, you want to put it in here. So I know that mine is Gertenrich-Dwyer at nclac.k12.or.us. If you press return and then delete, it will make this an automatic link. So if they're in their mail program and it clicks on it, it will open up their mail. So I have that in there. If I need to edit or change it, I can click on here and I can change it when I'm inside of it. You may not know what your phone number is, but most of our schools start off with 503-353, and then your school phone number should go here. You can always do that by going back to the website, and oftentimes they have the information of the school phone number here. So I could just take this and I could highlight it, edit, copy, go back to my website, highlight this, edit, paste, and now I have North Oregon Trails in here. You usually will get an extension here, and so when you find that out, you can put it in here. If you're not sure what it is, you can just highlight this and delete it and put that in later. All right. Okay, so Google automatically saves your website, which is really nice. So nothing is lost, but we want to then think about putting up a picture. And what you need to know is a picture is something that is not a requirement. You notice it says you are not required to have your picture here, but I will tell you, as a parent of a student who went to North Clackamas, it's very nice to be able to see what your son or daughter's teachers look like. You do not have to do that, but I like it, and so I'm going to show you how to do it if you want to put your picture in there. So you're going to notice with this, when I click on this, it's one blue line, but what really this is a picture and text. So if I click on this again, it's showing me two different things. This little plus right here, when I click on it, I can actually upload a picture. So if I have a picture on my laptop, I can go ahead and upload it. And if I have it in my drive, I can do it as well. So I happen to have a picture right here. It's just going to be a picture of a dog, but I can go ahead and put that in there if I want to. So I'm going to go ahead and say upload. When I do that, it's going to ask me where is it, and it's on my desktop. So I'm looking for my picture, and I know that it is image here. So there it is. I'm going to go say open. Now you would want to put a picture of you. It may not fit right. You can readjust this if you want to. You also have this ability to crop it if you want to. So if you wanted to move it around a little bit, just select the check mark. You can play with this a little bit. If something goes terribly wrong, remember we can use the undo feature as well. All right. Now once you've done that, you want to get rid of this right here. So be careful not to delete the whole thing, but click on it once and then click on this, and then you can delete it right here, the text box. So now you have it in there. Also, this is a footer, and I happen to have a footer in your template here. And so if you click on Edit Footer, it says please put your school's homepage here. North Clackamas is already here, so you don't have to do that. I'm going to click outside of this for a second. I'm just going to click right over here. Since you already have the school here, you can just highlight this, go up to Edit, and copy. Scroll down, go to Edit Footer, highlight this, delete it, and then go Edit, Paste. This is over to the left, so I want it to be aligned in the center. So my cursor is clicked behind this in the center, and I'm good to go. We're just about done with the basic page for teachers and educators. This next step is to show you how to change the background of your title front up here. And so as you notice, as I move my mouse around, different things highlight, but you see this right here, change image. I'm going to go ahead and select change image, and I am going to find an image for my school. So I'm going to go to select image, and I get a variety of different things in here. What we're going to do is we're going to search our Google Drive, and you're going to type in banners, the word banners. So when you click inside here, search for banners. You should see something called school banners. When I double click it, it has all the different school banners in here. And so if I'm at Oregon Trail, I'm going to look for Oregon Trail. Now these sometimes are difficult to know who they are. Milwaukee High School, Milwaukee El Puente. I'm looking for Oregon Trail. So I see Oregon Trail here. I'm going to double click it, and you can see that the banner with the logo for their school appears here. It might readjust, and that has to do with this, what's called a readability adjustment. It's fixing it for the color scheme. So just let it do its thing. Notice too that there's a header type here. There is a cover, so it's very large. That's why we don't usually use that one. There's a large banner, and there's just banner. We usually select just banner. All right, so now we have a banner. We have our contact information in there. Just a couple other things. You do have the option of changing the themes. Notice that I have purple and I have blue here. I can change the theme or the color of this layer right here by going to this little area right here. Now this is called a section. Notice as I hover, I have a section here and a section here. I will not see one here because this is the banner. All I see is the trash can here. So if I hold on to this and I click and I drag, I can actually move. It's like stacks of pancakes. I can move information as long as they're in this section. These are called sections. Now I'm going to go ahead and click this and I'm going to move it. Watch the blue line. There's that blue line up there. When I release it, it goes there. When I click here, there are different things that I can pick. White, emphasis might be a gray, and then you can see this is blue. I can even put an image in here, which I rarely use. But if I don't like that blue-purple combination, I can go over here to themes, and you can see that there are 6 different themes with different colors. If I select Aristotle, you can see that the font has changed. There are 3 different kinds of font in each theme. So if I want bold, it's going to change the font here, the font here, the font here. And every single page that I add to my website, it's all going to have the same font. So if I go to level here, you can see that it's changing it. Now some of these color combinations don't look right, and I know that Oregon Trail happens to have purple and kind of a turquoise color. So if I don't see a turquoise color in here, you'll notice that this has a little bucket. And when you click on it, you can actually try to make your turquoise color that works for you, and you can actually move inside here, and so that's kind of more of their color. So if you happen to see underneath your theme, underneath the color palettes here, a bucket, you can actually move the slider and then select the theme color that you like. Again, this will be on every page. So if I go down here and I actually want to add something else to my website, I can do that by going to insert. I have a couple different things I can do. I can insert a text box, and you can see there's a text box here. If I want to have a emphasis color, I can do that. I can change headings, sizes if I want to. I can do, for parents, and now I have this nice segment with a little bit of a banner here, and I can do the same thing by adding a text box beneath it. I can also just click 3 times, or actually if I click twice, 1, 2, I get the same things that I see appear down here. I also can click on that little resize option there, and so if I want to have 2 columns, I can continue, to type whatever I want to type here, and I can click 3 times here, and I can kind of have a banner here and here. So you can see I can kind of give it that effect of having 2 different columns if I'd like. Now this is kind of messy, so I'm going to delete this. All right. So right now I have the basics of what the district is asking me. I have the name of my website, I have a welcome page, I have my school banner, I have my name, where I am teaching and what I am teaching, a link to the North Clackamas School District. If you're secondary, you can keep this in here. If you are not secondary, you can just go ahead and highlight that and delete this. I'm just deleting it from my keyboard, pressing the delete key. And I also have my footer down here, which takes me to my school as well as North Clackamas School District. That will appear on every page. Once I have this done, and this is absolutely a must, nobody sees the new changes you've made unless you select Publish. So if you select Publish right now, people will see all these changes. If you forget to select Publish, nobody will see new changes. If I put an exclamation point at the end of this and I have not select Publish, they will just see Welcome. So you might see it, but they won't. So just remember, get in a habit. Anytime you change anything on your website, select Publish. All right? You can also preview what your website looks like by going here. So if I click on this, it's showing me what it looks like on a computer. It's going to show you what it looks like on a tablet, like an iPad. And it's going to show you what it looks like on a cell phone. I really like to go to the cell phone because most of our parents and students use their cell phone. When it goes to the cell phone view, it does change the navigation here, so all my pages will appear up here. All right, I can go back to the website here. Notice that my page is here, my page is here, and my page is here. Close that out, go to the X, it takes me back to the editing feature. So do remember to select the Publish button. Congratulations, you have the basics of the district requirements for a website done. A couple things that we have added into your template that you might want to change. If you do not want the About Me or you're not done with that particular piece yet, you can go ahead and click on this. When you click on it, you can actually hide it. So any pages can be hidden by clicking on this Pages right here. And if you move your mouse, you never want to hide your home page because this is going on your district, our district website. But you can see this is hidden because there's a line through it. If you're not wanting to put this in here or you just want to hide it for a little bit, hover over the three dots. If you want to hide it, click on Hide It. And that way you can see it's gone up here. Nobody's going to see it. Make sure you press Publish though, or it will still be able to see the About Me. The other thing is if you really don't want an About Me page, you can go up here and you can go to Delete. And if you delete it, that page will be gone. I'm going to show it in navigation, so it is up there. Also the same thing with the Parents page. I can go over to the three dots, I can hide it, or I can delete it. Also know that I can change the order. So right now I have Home, About Me, and Parents. If I want Parents to come before About Me, I can click and hold this and just move. I'm just going to click and hold and move it. You can see right here. And what I want to do is there's a difference between the square and the line. If I want to go right here, now I see Home, Parents, About Me. So I'm going to grab it, I'm going to click it, and I'm going to move it underneath About Me. So I'm just changing the order. Now again, notice when I click this, Parents, the grabbing, I'm clicking and holding my mouse. If I release it on top of another page and it's a box, so if I go here, it's going to put it underneath it. So if I release it, do you see it's how it says About Me? And then it has this sub page. So just know that you can put pages underneath things if you want. It's completely up to you, but I'm going to put it back to a root level right here. So Home, Parents, About Me. I'd actually rather have the About Me up here. This particular one right here is all your tutorials. So again, I have not finished that yet, but when you click here, I'm going to have a lot of other tutorial information for you. And you're going to see our contact information. So if you want to get a hold of any one of your support people in our technology department, that information will be here. Again, any changes that you've done, you want to select Publish. And then you are done. We will be offering some classes that you can get credit for, PDUs, professional development units, and these can also help you move across the salary scale. So you can contact us or look for your email. We will send some announcements about those classes coming up.